warning. Okay, we got a new tornado warning here in Cedar Rapids. We can actually get a view on that. Let's go ahead and do that. That is in southeast Cedar Rapids. So this is on the ground near Cedar Rapids. You guys need to be going to your safe spots here. Let's go over the details first before we go look too much. But yeah, that's over there south of Bertram. That is pushing down to the south. Actually, it's really not moving too much, but this is observed to be on the ground here south of Bertram. You guys need to be in your safe spots here in Cedar Rapids. This is in southeastern Iowa. So that's 2 tornadoes on the ground now. 2 tornadoes. Again, that is south and east, right here pretty much where this camera is. Let's see if we can see anything with this. No. Maybe this one from afar. Kind of seems like there's something there, but I think that's a rain droplet. Maybe go a little bit north, hoping we can find one looking south. No, maybe here looking west. I mean, it would be back in there somewhere. I mean, it would be technically like, it would be pretty much right over this camera, somewhere in this area. This is like the exact spot where that, where I would think it would form, but I guess it could form anywhere along that little boundary there. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on this camera, because again, this camera is located right here, right where I think it would happen. So that's again south of Bertram, moving down to the south and east. Looks like they allowed this tornado warning, this observed tornado warning, to expire. So it looks like they're not observing that one anymore. So now we are now back to 1 tornado that is on the ground. But again, if you live just to the west of Mount Vernon, I'd be in your safe spots. And over here near Oxford Junction, Iowa, I would also be in your safe spots. This could definitely be trying to form and drop a tornado at any moment there south of Wyoming. Yes, I got a little haircut. Need to work on getting it to do what I want to do. But yeah, that's the latest here on the radar. Let's come back over to here to see if we can actually spot this thing with our eyeballs. Again, this camera's right underneath, where the circulation would hypothetically be in this storm. Still not seeing anything just yet. Keeping a very close eye on it. Thank you, Trish, for the 50. Thank you so much. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Absolutely no problem at all. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really seeing anything on this cam. I mean, it's right there. Try looking at this one. It's somewhere in this area. I mean, it's right here. So we'll just keep it here and hope it comes close enough for us to see it, I guess. Or maybe it moves away from the camera and we get a better view of it eventually, but might have already lifted. Could have been just a real brief tornado. It's hard to tell. But again, that's, again, in southeastern Cedar Rapids that is pushing down, or not really pushing down really anywhere. It's kind of stationary, at least where I would assume that tornado would be at the moment. Man, yeah, that one south of Hale's probably got a funnel on it, most likely. Check DMs. Okay. Oh, where is that? Solon, Iowa. I'll have to search that. Tornado on the ground about 5 miles northwest of Solon. Oh, can you send me that then? Bill, is that on the same website that I'm looking at? There's a tornado on the ground 5 miles south and east. Solon. Where's Solon, Iowa? Was that other one? This? Hang on. Oh, northwest. Sorry, northwest of Solon. Okay, so that is this storm. So yeah, I mean it's on the ground, clearly on the ground. I retweeted that on my Twitter if you guys want to go look at it. It was definitely on the ground there. Yeah, it's a lot of vorticity in this area in 3 Cape, and all these storms are immediately latching onto the outflow boundary. The boundary here that is, convecting these storms is also responsible for giving these storms a little bit of a kick in the wrong direction, if you ask me. Let's come back over to here, refresh this camera, and let me see what Bill said about that camera. Oh yeah, okay. So this is from the Iowa State University. This is not a live shot. It's a picture cam, but this was the last picture cam from that near Salon. And I can't see anything definitive there. So it might not be on the ground anymore, or that's just not facing the right direction. That's just kind of the bottom line. Let's come back over to here. Refresh this camera. See if we can see anything here. It should be on the ground, potentially still. I don't know if it's lifted or not yet. It does seem like this camera might have gone down here south of Bertram. Yeah, a lot of these cameras are going down here. Wonder if we're having some power outages in this area. But again, this is confirmed to be on the ground still south of Bertram, and it would be located pretty much in this area. So again, if you live south of Bertram, north of Salon, there you need to continue to be in your safe spot. Anything for Yorkville? No, nothing like this right now. So we got another tornado on the ground near Cedar Rapids. Yeah, so that's another confirmed photo of this storm. I'm retweeting that. Retweeting that right now. You say you have it now on your feed? Can I look at it? Can I look at your feed, SkyDrone? Okay, live shot of this. I'm looking at it right now with my eyeballs. This thing is potentially still on the ground. Right there. There it is. There near Cedar Rapids. This is the one that was just on the ground. I'm not seeing ground contact right now, but that could very well still be on the ground here. Huge shout out to SkyDroneLIVE for allowing us to show this to you guys. But this is the one near Cedar Rapids. Look at that. What an amazing shot you have there, sir, of this funnel. It kind of seems like it's on. I'm seeing some dust getting picked up still. It still kind of seems like it's on the ground there. Again, this is what we've been talking about. This is a tornado that is could be still on the ground. There's a little bit of dust getting picked up under there. So, but it kind of looks like it's in the process here. Oh, nope, there's still dust. I still see dust underneath it. I still see dust. Yep, look at that. Still on the ground. Again, that is this. This is this tornado here near Cedar Rapids. Again, yep, that is definitely still on the ground. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. That is crazy. That is crazy. Again, you guys need to be in your safe spots. Is it still on the ground? It's not really moving that much. Not really moving that much. You see, it's just kind of sitting there. This is, again, south and east of Cedar Rapids. This thing is still on the ground. It's a pretty ropey tornado, but you can see that dust getting lofted up underneath it. It is still on the ground. Nope, rope. Yeah, you definitely do not want to be near this thing. You guys want to be in your safe spots. Again, it's not moving very much. It's still kind of in that southeastern Um, is still kind of in southeastern Cedar Rapids, right there near Bertram. Man, look at that. It's still going. There's a long-lived little noodle here. Holy moly. And it's still kind of just sitting there. This is crazy. It's still going. It ain't stopping. Make sure you guys are sharing and this live stream to your friends and neighbors. This thing is still going. Still seeing potentially, yeah, still seeing some dust underneath there. It's like it's touch and go. You see if there's any audio to this. Yeah, no audio. This is a drone shot from again. This is let me this is SkyDroneLIVE. They're live on YouTube right now. Watching this tornado. Kind of seems like it's lifting a little bit. It might be lifting. Still funnel. I don't see ground contact anymore. Holy crap, this is crazy. What a crazy shot. If you guys are again just in the corner of Southwest Cedar Rapids, you could probably see this from afar and close up. It's really not moving much. So as long as you don't live right next to this thing, it's going to kind of just sit here for a little bit. Yeah, still got a very clear funnel here. Look at that. Oh, this is perfect. A nice little zoomed in shot here of the funnel. You can actually see it's kind of condensing a little bit more back down to the ground. Oh, yeah, we still have another tornado warning over here south of Hale. You guys still need to be in your safe spots south of Hale. This one could also be producing a very similar type of tornado here. It's still going. I don't think it's on the ground currently, but we still got a very visible funnel here. This guy just came into my chat. He was like, tornado on my stream right now. I was like, huh? I clicked on his thing. I went to his channel. I was like, holy crap, there it is. It's still there. We'll see if it'll touch back down. But again, if you live just to the west of Mount Vernon, this little area of circulation is just to the south of Bertram. There in southeastern Cedar Rapids. And it's still got a very pronounced funnel here. Maybe a little bit of dust getting picked up again underneath it. It's still going. This thing is the longest lived funnel slash tornado I think I've ever seen. Typically, they don't last this long. This is crazy. It's still going. I don't know if it's going to stop. This is SkyDroneLIVE. Yeah, SkyDroneLIVE. They're live on YouTube right now in the Cedar Rapids area. It's still there. Surprisingly enough, I think their drone's going to run out of batteries before this thing stops. Getting tornado reports in here. Train spotter, tornado touchdown in an open field, pictured on social media. Another one kind of near where the circulation, multiple tornado reports on the ground, kicking up dust near Ellie in Iowa. Yeah, nothing's really changed. I mean, it's kind of still in the same spot. So please continue to be in your safe spots. We're monitoring this to see if it will come back down to the ground. Let me change this thing here to match the location of the shot. Go. And oops. I just realized that covers up his little name. So we'll keep this off. But it's in Cedar Rapids. All right, looks like they are changing the battery. Don't know what that means. Maybe they lost service. But yeah, that was it. That was the tornado there. So again, if you live just to the west of Mount Vernon, south of Bertram, you guys need to be in your safe spots still. Again, this is a tornado that is or a funnel that is still trying to form. Could drop again, might not drop again. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell, but we'll go back over that shot if we get another one. But again, if you're over there near Mount Vernon, south of Bertram, you guys need to be in your safe spots. This is still this is a funnel. So it looks like they've taken off that tornado on the ground classification there, which I agree with. And now we have 2 tornado warnings currently still in Iowa. Let's come back over to here. Yeah. Yeah, that's the latest there. Again, if you guys are in the path of this storm, please continue to be in your safe spots there. And then we still have another circulation over here near Hale, Iowa as well. Right in there, you can still see we do have an area of circulation there south of Hale. You guys still need to be continuing to be in your safe spots there. Also over here south of Des Moines, we're watching this storm still for some potentials there. I mean, again, we're not going to really see these rotations too obviously here on radar, unfortunately. That's just how today's going to play out. Some of these are going to kind of look like they are rotating on radar, and some of them just not at all. So, just if you're in the path of any of these storms, kind of on the leading edges of them, I'd be watching out for those funnels. I'd definitely be watching out.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
New PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Omaha. Wait, is that right? Yeah. For Omaha, now for baseball-sized hail. If you live over here near Bellevue, south of Bellevue, and in downtown Omaha, you probably already know this by now, but there's baseball-sized hail entering into your area. South of that is going to be Folsom. So if you guys live in this area, make sure that you are indoors and well away from those windows. This is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. This is packing up to baseball-sized hail that can easily break windows, put cracks in windows. So you definitely want to be in your safe spot or away from those windows and indoors from this storm. This is a powerful storm here near the just to the south of Omaha. It looks like the service is back here. So here's the sky view again. Yeah, it looks like that funnel. Looks like that funnel is now gone out of the storm right now. No more funnel. So they're probably going to allow this tornado warning to expire pretty quickly with no more reports of a funnel. But it looks like we're getting a nice little pan here of the storms that are firing in and along this boundary. That's that outflow boundary right there, where that increased vorticity would be centered. The strength of that vorticity would be strongest here and along this boundary, which is where we've been seeing all of these funnels. Definitely got to keep an eye on this stream right now and in the future to see if anything else develops within this region. Because these storms haven't really...
tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning has been issued for Cedar County and Johnson County. Radar indicated tornado warning here, and that's going to be over here near Sutliff If you live over here near Sutliff, you got to be going to your safe spots. That is the lowest, most interior room of your house. As many walls in between you and the outside as humanly possible. A tornado shelter or a basement that is underground. Again, this is not a confirmed tornado, but it could drop one at any moment. Again, any little bit of rotation that these storms can get near the surface, they're going to try to produce funnels and they're going to try to produce tornadoes today. You know, most of them will be on the briefer side. Most of these will be on the weaker side, but you know, still worth being in your safe spots for. Thank you, Bill, for the 2 interactive map with cams you sent. Oh my gosh. Look at that view. Wow. That is one heck of a view here from SkyDroneLIVE. Thank you, by the way, also to Melanie for gifting 5 memberships. If you guys get a membership from Melanie, make sure you are thanking her in the chat. That is a huge help out to the channel. Thank you so much. But man, what a view. That is a storm for sure there. And that is this storm right here. That is this storm right here that is exhibiting some rotation in it. Again, they're south of Mount Vernon. If you guys live in this area, please continue to be in your safe spots. Let's do an update on this storm here near Hale. Yeah, still got a little bit of rotations here. One to the west of Hale and another one to the south and east of Hale. You guys need to be in your safe spots still with that storm as well. We'll keep you updated on whether or not we find any more reports there. Let me come over here, check my DMs. Oh, wow. Lynn County, Iowa. Just a few minutes ago in Lynn County. Where's Lynn County? Yeah, it's up there. So yeah, just retweeting a photo of that tornado a little bit earlier in its life. And yeah, I mean, it was certainly on the ground multiple times, most likely. Hey, thank you, Barbara, for the 5. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, just retweeted it on my Twitter. Here is that link in the chat. Yeah, let's come back over to here. I mean, yeah, this is the storm that is responsible here for that last tornado that we just had. It's like he's zooming into something here again. Can't really tell too much. Just make sure I don't have a filter on this. I do have a filter. Sorry about that. We must have had that on last stream. My apologies. Just changes the color so we can have a higher contrast to see. Usually in rain obscured storms is when we use the filter. Must have had that on last stream. But yeah, let's see if we can get a zoomed in view of underneath this thing again, because this is still tornado warned storm here. Watching very closely, trying to see if we can see any funnels, any more funnels with this storms and potential tornadoes. Oh, what is that? That might be another funnel. Oh, yeah, that's a funnel right there. New funnel. That certainly looks like a funnel to me, especially in comparison to some of these funnels that I have seen today. That is looking very similar, very smooth as some of these others. So we got another funnel here. And again, this is just to the south of Cedar Rapids. Southeast of Cedar Rapids, we got what appears to be a new funnel forming. It's a little bit... let me turn the filter back on here, because that'll probably help us again. Yeah, that's looking like a new funnel there on the left side. Let me get a little bit more contrast. Not that much. That's perfect. Yeah, it kind of looks like a new funnel is trying to form on the left side of this storm. And again, we're looking at this guy right here. Back into that heavier precipitation where this rotation is heading towards Sutliff. Sutliff in Iowa needs to be in their safe spots south and east of Cedar Rapids, where this activity is happening right now. We just had a tornado on the ground here and might have had a brief funnel attempt here as well. Yeah, it still appears to be a funnel on this storm. Again, this is what they've been looking like. They don't really look too dangerous, but they sometimes reach to the ground and try to produce a tornado. So if you guys are in this area, please continue to be in your safe spots. Again, this is still, in my opinion, a dangerous storm for these kind of funnily kind of weaker tornadoes here in the Iowa area. We're still keeping a very close eye on these storms. I'm still kind of interested to maybe use the traffic cams as well in kind of concert with this drone view here. So let me put this one over here for now. And then we'll come back over to Cedar Rapids. I do want to see like what some of these guys are doing over here, if possible. If not, then we'll just, we'll keep it up just in case we need to use it. Yeah, looks like that funnel has dissipated. Well, there's still something back in there, actually. Still something kind of back in there. Definitely got to keep an eye on this, on that little boundary there, where these storms are firing off of. Again, the vorticity and the 3 cape is quite favorable for these brief little spin ups in this area. Didn't mean to go to that screen. I'll turn down this transition some more. I listened to it on my last stream. It didn't really sound a little bit too loud still. Yeah, latest update on this storm. Still has an area of some circulation in that part of the storm. That's the part that we've been looking at here on Storm, our SkyDroneLIVE. And again, it could form anywhere along this little boundary here. You see these storms kind of fire off of it, and then they kind of latch onto it, giving it even more of a push in that tornadic direction. So, and you can see almost every storm that is trying to produce tornadoes at this point is kind of latched onto that boundary. Vorticity is high here, especially in and along this little outflow boundary that these storms are latching onto. So this one here could eventually try to do something. That one to the left could eventually try to do something. And all of them need to be watched. All of them need to be watched. And we're getting kind of a panoramic view here of what is happening. Let me take off the color correction here again. Wow. Look at that. There's the top of the anvil there of the storm. This is incredible. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. And if anything else forms in this area, we have a great view of it. Again, this is the tornado-warned storm that is south and east of Cedar Rapids. Please continue to be indoors in your safe spots. Again, a safe spot is the lowest, most interior room of your house. As many walls in between you and the outside as humanly possible. A tornado shelter or a basement that is underground. Oh my goodness. This camera caught it. Look at it. This camera actually caught it. It was 31, so that was 30 minutes ago. Right there. The camera actually caught it. That's crazy. That was a still shot. Look at that. That is incredible. Really hope that nobody was impacted by this, but out of all the reports and what we saw, it looked like it was happening in the middle of a field, so fingers crossed. Most of the time with these storms, the damage is very minimal with these kind of rotations. But I mean, yeah, look at that.
A new
Clear as
PDS
day.
severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
New PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued over here again. Still for this storm, baseball-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds pushing down now towards Plattsmouth and Pacific City, Glenwood, Mills, Robert Mobile Home Park. You guys need to be continuing to be indoors and well away from those windows. This is a strong storm still. A little interesting thing popping up over here near Cedar Rapids is, what is that? I can't tell if that's a funnel or what. Just a horizontally oriented cloud feeding into what appears to be maybe a little wall cloud there. Not exactly sure what that is. Let me turn on the filter. You can see it a little bit better. Yeah, look at that. Huh. I don't think it's a NATO. It kind of looks like something. I'm not sure if that's like a NATO or a new funnel. It's just like a horizontally rotating cloud. Keep your eye underneath it to see if you can see any ground circulation. That's what we're looking for. Again, this is still south and east of Cedar Rapids. Definitely a weird looking cloud. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Could be like an inflow tail, like a small inflow tail. Whatever it is, it's not touching the ground. So at most, it's a funnel. At least, it's an inflow tail to circulation. Thank you, Bill, for the 2. I appreciate that. Check your DM. Yeah, I'll check it out. Usually which way the camera is facing. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's the website I just used to see this view of the funnel or the tornado that was on the ground earlier. I was at 31 there about 30 minutes ago. Yeah, it's still there. Whatever the heck that is, it's still there. I think it's an inflow tail. That's my best guess. Be a little bit easier to tell if we were right on it. Can't really tell how fast the motion is on that cloud. You know, if it had a lot of motion, we could maybe call it a funnel, but like a horizontal, because that other funnel was horizontal for a while. Right after it touched the ground. Let's do an update on all these storms, though. Over here near Plattsmouth and Glenwood still have this destructive severe thunderstorm pushing your way with that baseball-sized hail potential there, pushing down towards Plattsmouth and Greenwood. Please continue to be indoors and well away from those windows. They allowed this tornado warning up here near Hale and Olin to expire. We still got this one south of Mount Vernon ongoing here. And that's the storm we've been looking at here on the camera. Or on the live feed there. Wow. Rachel, is that your photo, Rachel, that you just added me at? Was that your photo? It looks like whatever that thing was has officially dissipated there as well. And that's what this storm here near Sutliff. Still want Sutliff to be in their safe spots. This thing could definitely still try to do another attempt at a funnel or a tornado here. So I definitely still want you guys to be in your safe spots there near Sutliff. And Ely, be watching out in Salon too. Because where this thing is kind of touching that boundary is right in this area. So that's where I think the highest probability of a new funnel or a tornado could happen with this storm. It seems like as these storms become more rain or more clustered together, those funnels stop to happen here. But anywhere where we still have these storms kind of clearly latching onto these outflow boundaries, that would probably be our highest chances of seeing a funnel or another tornado. That's the latest. We'll keep an eye on the cam just in case something else pops up. But, I mean, one of the things that these storms are also producing here is a little bit of a flood threat as well. North and Clinton do have a little bit of a flash flood warning here near Andover. Guys definitely need to be watching those water levels there, and do not drive through flooded roadways, please. New view of something off in the distance here. Can't really tell what those are. We're a little bit too far away. Could be more funnels. Again, these storms are prolific funnel producers. So I would not be surprised if one of those was another funnel trying to form there. But yeah, south of Mount Vernon, please continue to be in your safe spots there. Again, this is still a developing situation. Still watching the storms very closely here. I kind of want to try to find a webcam over here south of Cedar Rapids to see if I can find anything like definite there. Because that's the part of the storms that I would be most interested in keeping an eye on. So let's come over to here really quick. Kind of just try to find a cam right next to this boundary here. The clear view on it. That's what we're looking for. Nice clear view of that boundary. Can we find one or not? What is that on the left side? It might be the base of one of the storms there. Off in the distance on the left side of that camera. And the boundary is north of this highway, so we probably wouldn't be able to see. Let's try to get one that's further to the north, maybe looking south. This one looks interesting. Yeah, you can see the boundary there a little bit. That one's looking at a truck. Are both of these looking at trucks? Yeah, both of these are looking at trucks. Yeah, we'll keep this one up just in case something happens to cross the view of this camera. But again, if you're just now tuning in, we have a tornado warning here in Iowa. We have multiple tornado reports that have come out of these storms. We've had a couple observed tornadoes, one over here near Newton. Another one might have touched the ground over there briefly near Des Moines. And then we had another one over here south and east of Cedar Rapids that was actually on the ground for a decent amount of time. Again, I really don't think these tornadoes are going to be those strong, really damaging tornadoes, but some of them might produce some damage. So I would definitely be in your safe spots still there in Sutliff and just to the north and east of Salon. Satellite's already up in space. Yeah. The Falcon Heavy launched a atmospheric satellite for the NOAA, for NOAA. Literally 30 minutes ago. That was what I was doing when these storms started to become tornado warned. Check DMs. Another storm produced earlier. Let me see. North of Clarence this afternoon. Let me see where that is. Clarence, Iowa. Oh, yeah. So this one over here produced a tornado as well. This one was never warned, but it did produce a tornado. This is the view of that tornado. This is taken by Levi Van Ort here on Twitter. And yeah, you can clearly see that tornado making contact with the ground. So that was on the ground there. Looks like SkyDroneLIVE is back here with another view of a lowering here, still to the south of Cedar Rapids. Yeah, it's certainly acting like a high probability tornado event. But again, yeah, these are a lot of these tornadoes are associated with boundaries. So some of these have been associated with the meso probably of the storm, but it's hard to tell. All these might get classified as a land spout. Again, huge shout out to SkyDroneLIVE for allowing us to use his feed here. As if we go back in time, let me see when he first got it. Oh, yeah. Look at that. This is when he first went live. Look at that. Holy moly. What a photogenic tornado. Again, this is moments ago. This is not live. But man, look at that. Let me make sure I clarify that here as we do this little recap. But yeah, this is what happened moments ago. Recap here. Yeah, you can see it very obviously was on the ground there as a tornado. It's going to go into the future here. Wow. And it was on the ground for quite a while. I mean, it seems like we tuned in like past the best shot of this thing. And it kind of lifted for a second. And you clearly see that rotation on in the clouds above it. Then it was on the ground again here.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
And it kept going, kept going. On. We'll finish the recap in a little bit. Let me take them off here so we don't confuse peeps. We got a new tornado warning back over here in Nebraska. Radar indicated. That's going to be for this area of rotation just to the south and east of Tilden. It's going to be pushing towards Meadow Grove and Battle Creek. So let me get the storm chasers set up here because we do got a lot of storm chasers in this area. This is here in Nebraska, right next to this tornado warned storm. This is Connor Croft. He's on a storm here, and I'm pretty sure Storm Intermedia is also going to be in a similar area. So we'll bring him up as well. And then we're also probably going to have PA storm chasers in the area, our storm trackers as well in the area. So let me bring them up. I don't know where they are, though. They kind of seem like they're a little bit further off from the storm. But we'll put them here. We'll get them set up in a moment. Yeah, this is PA storm trackers. They are live probably somewhere in this area. Oh my gosh. This is about to drop here. Is that on the ground? This is in Nebraska, right in that tornado warning, near Tilden. I think that's on the ground
This
almost.
tornado warning has been upgraded.
Yep.
See if that drops. That's a nice little funnel.
This is observed on the ground here. It's on the ground.
Buddy. Come on down, funnel. Come on.
He's saying it's a funnel, but we have a report that this is on the ground. Again, this is this storm here near Tilden.
So,
South of Meadow Grove, pushing down to the south and east. Battle Creek, all need to be in their safe spots.
see about that.
Again, this is confirmed on the ground.
There it was. We got a big time land spout, guys. So it looks like it's trying to lift. I don't see the ground circulation anymore. See where it was.
Yeah, so it looks like he wasn't looking at it.
Had a nice funnel. I was hoping it was going to drop. Still see where the dirt was.
Yeah, that's the latest. It does not appear to be on the ground at this very moment. All right, let me get this set up over here as well. Kind of had to go live, just, you know, impromptuly here. Hold on, I gotta fix all this stuff. That's Connor Croft there. Let's move that up here. We'll keep that down here. And then we'll put, where's his cam? Put him under here. And then we'll take off this. Bam. Yeah, it looks like Connor, or not Connor. I moved the wrong one. Hold on. Give me a second. But again, this tornado's on the ground. If you live south of, Meadow Grove and you're in Battle Creek, does not appear that this is still on the ground as best as I can tell. But I mean, there's a bull funnel right back in there. That could be still making contact on Connor Croft's stream there. Let's go back over here to Connor's stream and listen in. Is it picking up any dust? Yeah, that's the area of interest right there. Look at that. You can definitely tell this thing is rotating.
Watch behind me here. Well, I think I botched my road. Definitely botched my road here. It's all right, I can still
To get a view of the base of the storm again.
Assuming I can make it on it. Wow. Crazy looking mesocyclone right now.
Wow, I agree. I agree, and that's this storm right here. You know, that little circulation there could be one of those kind of what is it called? Multi-vortex type funnels. Like ones that kind of drop brief tornadoes, lift, drop, brief tornadoes, and lift. It does not. I didn't see any ground circulation currently at the moment, but it's best to treat this like it's on the ground. Again, Battle Creek, Emmerich here in Nebraska still need to be in their safe spots. Let's come back over here to Iowa, check in on this storm. This one is still radar indicated. Let's see what the view of that is looking at like the moment. We'll get this back to a live shot. Yeah, it looks like we're not looking at any more funnels here. I don't think we're going to start to see. I think we're going to see that funnel threat and tornado threat diminish here as these storms upscale in Iowa. But if you live in Iowa, I would continue to be in your safe spots. If you live in this tornado warning south of Sutliff, just in case this thing tries to respin up a tornado there. But as of right now, looking at the velocities, there's still some broad circulation within there, just not overly concerned with it at this moment. But I would still be in your safe spots just in case. Back over here, south of Omaha, we still have some potential destructive supercell here with baseball-sized hail. That is pushing down towards Portsmouth, Glenwood. If you guys live in this area, make sure that you guys are indoors and well away from those windows. Again, this is a very dangerous storm here with that baseball-sized hail. That can cause a lot of damage. So please be respecting this storm as it is approaching. It is definitely not a storm to mess around with. Definitely not a storm to be outside with. If you got pets outdoors with this storm, please bring them in. This is certainly, not the storm that you want to subject any pet to, as that baseball-sized hail could be deadly. So please be indoors and well away from windows. Let's come back over to here. Check back in on this storm. Yeah, definitely still have an area of some circulation here, right in that area. That's the mesocyclone that we're seeing very clearly here on Connor Croft's view. And you can see that it does still have, a decent look to it. It doesn't really seem like it's as organized as it was. This is from a little bit further away from the storm here, from Storm Runner Media. Not looking as organized as it was, but still keeping a close eye on the storm. I don't think the tornado is on the ground anymore, even though this says it's observed. Crap, sorry. I keep going, making y'all watch that cutscene. I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't think it's on the ground anymore, even though the tag here is still observed. I mean, we have different views, so it looks like this was one of those briefer tornadoes. But again, if you live just to the south of Meadow Grove and to the south and west of Battle Creek, you guys need to be continuing to be in your safe spots here. This is still a potentially dangerous storm. I mean, you can see very clearly here on Connor Croft's stream, if we can get a clear view, that this thing definitely still has a lot of circulation here right above the surface in what appears to be a ragged, maybe dying wall cloud right now. But this storm could easily recycle and try to drop yet another tornado. So if you are in the path of this storm in the areas that we've been talking about, I'd be in your safe spots. And, if nothing happens, just consider it as practice. And again, that safe spot is the lowest, most interior room of your house. There's many walls in between you and the outside as humanly possible. A tornado shelter or a basement that is underground. Where's Jared at? Who's Jared? Also, let me see what PA Storm Trackers. Does anybody know where PA Storm Trackers is by any chance? Someone could ask, and that'd be helpful. Let's get their nameplate up here. Sorry. I'm so used to going back to that thing, I keep forgetting about it. Yeah, this thing's wrapping up again. Certainly wrapping up again, starting to see some stronger circulation. Not seeing a debris ball just yet, but this storm is certainly trying to wrap up again. We're starting to see tighter rotation there. And wow, look at Connor's stream. Looks like we have two mesos. Look at that. That is two separate mesocyclones there. One on the left. That's probably the occluding one in the new area of that stronger rotation.
Has been issued.
Is that area probably to the right? Or maybe these are just both rotating. I mean, they both seem to be rotating in some sort of fashion. So yeah, we got two areas of rotation here on this storm. And again, this is near Meadow Grove, Nebraska. If you guys are in the path of this storm, I would be respecting it big time. It kind of looks like this is one of those weird-looking storms that might try to surprise us with maybe even a strong tornado. I do not like how much rotation is with this storm above the surface and now coming back down to the surface. So again, just be in your safe spots. Wait for the storm to pass. Did it again. I'm so sorry. I did it again. But yeah, that new tornado warning is going to be pushing this tornado warning down further to the south. So that's going to be for like Kalamazoo, Madison. You guys need to be now going to your safe spots. And again, that is the lowest, most interior room of your house with as many walls in between you and the outside as humanly possible. A tornado shelter or a basement that is underground. But man, Look at the view of this storm. This is incredible. Let me use my little head here to show you guys a little bit what I'm talking about here in terms of the circulations. But yeah, so right here you can see they got meso number one. Meso number one. You can see they clearly got these little spiral looking things around the base of that cloud there. That is that mid-level circulation. And right under there kind of looks like a little bit of a something there. Let's see if Connor's talking about it. I can't really tell too much motion. That could be a funnel trying to form.
Trying to form, I think.
Yeah, it looks like he's seeing the same thing. Let's see if we can get some confirmation.
Nope, okay.
Okay, he's
been trying for a second, but nice cone of rising scud for a second.
A cone of rising scud. There you go. He seems to be unsure. Seems to be a little bit unsure, but yeah, right here, that is that area of rotation here. We're watching right above my head, this little thing dipping down there. That's the center of that circulation, and where most likely a tornado could form there on the right side. And we got another mesocyclone back over here. That's another area of rotation there. That also needs to be watched for the potential for a tornado there. Yeah, Bill, I was trying to find that actually. I was trying to find that camera before I got distracted with Connor's view. Yeah, we'll keep a very close eye on that area of rotation there. Let me go ahead and pull up this camera that is in Madison, Nebraska as well, just in case. We have some chasers feeds go down, and then this one, because this one's going to just keep service the entire time, so it'll be a pretty stable view of what this storm is doing. If it gets a view on it, yeah, it's starting to get a view on it slowly. So let me set this up in the background here really quick. I'll put that over here. Just give me a second. There, and then bring it down to here. Bring that up. Storms in Oklahoma are also rotating. Okay, thank you. We'll go check those out in just a moment. Here we go. All right. So yeah, let's go check on those Oklahoma storms as well. So might be seeing some rotation with those. And we do have some severe thunderstorm warnings down here. Yeah, look at that. There is some rotation here south of Ponca City. That's going to be moving down kind of to the south or to the south here near Marland. That might get tornado warned here in a little bit if that circulation continues. You can definitely see that rain and precipitation is wrapping around that area of rotation. So we're going to keep a close eye on it. Going to keep a close eye on it. Let's come back up to this one here near Madison. And yeah, still have a decent little area of circulation that is just pretty much to the west of Battle Creek, a little bit to the south and west there, and right in there, there's that area of circulation, and that might be that other meso that we're seeing, but I think this is the predominant one that Connor is looking at here. The other one's probably more of an occluding mesocyclone there, and yeah, I mean, looking very obviously on Connor's stream that there is some circulation in it still with that rotating mesocyclone there. As that pushes down to the south and east, Madison here in Nebraska needs to be in their safe spot still, as we are trying to figure out whether or not this storm's going to keep on trying to rotate, keep on trying to drop tornadoes, because again, this was just a tornado on the ground. I literally, the last little title I used, instead of spelling tornado right, I spelled it torrando. Jeez Louise. All right, let's go check back in. Yeah, that just a little update. That tornado warning in Iowa has been allowed to expire. Let's come back and check over here south of Omaha. Yeah, looks like this destructive severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire, and we now have a new severe thunderstorm warning here for golf ball sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's going to be heading towards Plattsmouth here in a little bit. Yeah, that's that latest scan there. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Still some decent rotation with this storm. Tornado could certainly still try to be imminent here. Could certainly drop a tornado soon. So again, Madison, Nebraska, please continue to be in your safe spots. This is the view from Madison, Nebraska. As you can see, the storm hasn't really quite shown up on this camera just yet. But soon we will have also a sky view of this tornado warned storm. You can see that mesocyclone just hiding in the distance there. Let's come back over to here and listen into Connor, see what he's saying.
Meso's just looking powerful with that clear slot.
That clear slot is trying to wrap around on this storm. That is some drier air that indicates that the storm is typically really starting to organize.
Let's see what's going on now.
That wraps in that moisture and that dry air that is to its back around.
That is not a road. It's not a road. Yeah, big time clear slot back there now, guys. I think that back meso is becoming dominant. Got big time clear slot. Back meso is trying to become dominant, I think.
Yeah, I agree there. That could certainly try to wrap up real quick there and try to drop a tornado. So again, right there in that circulation right there. Did it again. Jeez Louise, I'm a mess. I haven't used this scene in so long. I'm just not used to pressing the right hotkey here. But yeah, right in there, there's that area of some stronger circulation there. And that is wrapping that clear slot around it. And that essentially just tells you that the storm is trying to rotate a little bit more near the circulation, which is what we're seeing here on radar. So again, Madison, Nebraska, please continue to be in your safe spots. We just got a new tornado warning here in Iowa. You see where that ends up getting placed. It's over here just to the south of Des Moines. We can actually get a view on this. Is this observed? Yeah, this is observed and on the ground. Let me... I don't have any more scenes to put it, I don't think. So we'll have to use the news part to track this. Let me see if I can get eyes on that observed tornado there. But yeah, if you live just to the north and east of Winterset, there in Nebraska, you guys need to be in your safe spots. This is an observed tornado that is on the ground here in Iowa. And that's just to the north and east of Winterset. You guys need to be in your safe spots. Okay, this is the camera view in the area. That might be it on the left side of the screen. I do want to try to find maybe a little bit of a broader view of this. Not seeing anything there. Let's get a little bit closer. Here's a good view of the storm. Yeah, it might have been a brief tornado. And that might be it off on the left side. It's just a bad view there from that camera. I would assume it would be back in and along this boundary. So we'll keep this up on this scene here. And I'll keep my eye on it. If I see anything definite, we will switch back over to it. But again, that is for this tornado warned storm here that is pushing down to the south and east. And again, that's just to the north and north and west of Winterset. You guys, or north and east, sorry, of Winterset. You guys need to be in your safe spots still. So we got photos coming in. Indianola. We have got, so yeah, so this is the a shot of that tornado there near Indianola. We got a landspout tornado northwest of Martinsdale. So that would be this storm here that we just looked at. So again, this is on the ground here. If you guys are in the path of this storm, please continue to be in your safe spots. There again, that is the lowest, most interior portion of your house with as many walls in between you and the outside as humanly possible. A tornado shelter or a basement that is underground. Again, this is a confirmed tornado that is on the ground at this moment. We are watching Connors and Storm Media stream very closely to see if anything happens at the surface with this Nebraska storm as well. Doesn't seem like there's a tornado on the ground with it right now. But yeah, it looks like Patterson also needs to be in their safe spots here with this storm as well. Again, this is just to the south and west of Des Moines, north and east of Winterset, and then Patterson needs to be in their safe spots. That area where the tornado would be most likely somewhere along this little boundary here. And, you know, again, it's not going to move too much. It's going to kind of move with the boundary itself. Oh, there it is. There's the tornado. This is Pennsylvania storm trackers. I guess they're in Iowa. This is live. It's on the ground. I mean, not on the ground. Sorry. Not seeing any debris being lifted up, but the debris could be obscured. Let's listen in.
North of Martinsdale, Iowa.
The one that we came off, remember that one that we came off of down there?
Okay, does that go that way?
Yeah, that goes down.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Yeah, we can go that way.
New tornado warning has been issued. Let's go check that out really quick. And that's going to be confirmed. Another confirmed tornado here south of Norwalk, heading towards Greenbush, Spring Hill, and Martinsdale. You guys need to be in your safe spots. This is now 2 tornadoes on the ground here in Iowa. Again, this is what one of them looks like. I'm not sure if this one is still on the ground, but we're still getting confirmed reports. PA Storm Trackers is a little bit far away, so there could be a little bit of debris under there that we just can't see. I mean, from my perspective, this one looks like it's a funnel at the moment. But I mean, that other, given their position here, I would assume that other confirmed tornado would be just to their right. And this is Pennsylvania Storm Trackers. They usually chase in Pennsylvania, but they're not in Pennsylvania anymore. Yeah, we're looking at this storm right here, north of Patterson. It's definitely still a dangerous storm. So again, if you're living anywhere north of Patterson, I would be in your safe spots still, and then over there in Patterson, and also here in Churchville, Spring Hill, and Martinsdale. And again, this is just to the south of Des Moines, not going up towards Des Moines. It's like they're latching on to this boundary here. And this boundary as well, increasing that vorticity quite a bit by the surface. Let's come back over here and look at Connor's storm, if we can. Yeah, look at that. This storm is still trying to wrap up here, there in Nebraska. So let's go give an update on that one. We also have a tornado a tornadic storm trying to reform another circulation here. This one already has a history of producing a tornado. As of right now, though, it is not, but definitely still has some strong circulation in it. I still want Madison to be in their safe spots here. This is south of Norfolk in Nebraska, kind of north of Columbus, Nebraska. So again, still just be in your safe spots there. We'll be keeping tabs on that storm. Every time we come over to this screen, we're looking at that Nebraska storm. So when we come over to this stream, and you see, you got that little circulation there, and you don't see a tornado under it, that means, there's still not a tornado on that storm just yet, but we're keeping a very close eye on it. Looks like Pennsylvania Storm Trackers is repositioning here, so I think I'm going to put them down where Storm Owner Media is. There we go. Yeah, we'll keep them here just in case they see a new funnel or a new tornado. Because again, this little outflow boundary could just spit out a little brief tornado after a little brief tornado. And again, we're really not going to see those signatures, those typical velocity signatures that we see on radar. Typically you see stronger reds associated with some stronger greens right next to each other and a definite debris ball. But we haven't seen that at all with any of these storms. As these rotations with these storms are really weak, and we're just basically relying on surface vorticity here with this storm. So again, if you're in the path of these storms, I wouldn't be outside trying to look for them. It's my opinion that even if these tornadoes hit a house, the damage will probably be pretty minimal. But you never know. Sometimes these storms, these little land spout type tornadoes, can be a little bit more damaging. It's rare, but it's still possible. So I still want Patterson, Churchville, Martinsdale, there in Spring Hill as well to be in their safe spots with this storm as it pushes down to the south and east. Again, both of these are observed. We're trying to get new views back on this storm from Pennsylvania Storm Trackers. And thank you, Bill, for the $2 possible funnel on a cam you just sent me. Let me see. West of Des Moines. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's a funnel. Hold on. So here we go. New funnel has formed. Right there. This is in Des Moines. Right there. Funnel's formed. That might be that tornado there that is lifted. But there you go. Thank you, Bill. Huge shout out to Bill for bringing this camera to my attention. But yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's trying to touch down. It's trying to touch down again. I'm not seeing any dust underneath it, but that is definitely a funnel trying to produce a tornado there. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. No, I can't. This is as much as we can zoom in here. This is Hue 13 Des Moines. You can see very, very clearly a funnel is trying to touch down here. Still not seeing any ground contact. Yeah, Bill's the real MVP. I'm just the radar guy. Yeah, I told Bill, what do you guys think? Don't you think it'd be cool if Bill had his own YouTube channel and he was a digital storm chaser? Don't you think that would be pretty cool? Man, look at that thing. It's trying. It's halfway down to the ground here. Again, this is just to the south of Des Moines. That is trying to touch the ground. It's getting close. Not seeing any dust being picked up just yet. Right there in the center of the screen, you can see the funnel very clearly here. Oh, it's darn close. This might be about to make ground contact. It's very close. Still not seeing any debris being picked up just yet. And if you look just under me, this is heading towards Churchville, Martinsdale, and Patterson. All need to be in their safe spots. Yeah, Bill is the bomb. He is Bill Nye, the camera guy. And that would definitely be his YouTube. Oh, it's on the ground, I think. I don't know. There's something wispy underneath there. Very close. God, you guys can't see it as well as I can. What if I, make this big screen here? Can I make it big screen? I don't think I can make it big screen. How do I get this more zoomed in? I guess we could put this here, maybe? Yeah, we'll put this here. Give me a second. Five, four. Why is that? Oh, whatever. Screw it. We'll just stay here. I don't want it to go away while I'm looking away from it. And it's still there. It looks like it's not as close to the ground as it was before. But it's still there. It's trying still. Let me go into this studio mode here. I'll do this in the background. Huh. It's weird. Alright, it's gone. Funnel is gone. It is lifted. Oops. Oh man, that is looking dang close to the ground here in Nebraska. Very low wall cloud here on this storm now.
You're right there.
Yeah, I'll keep my eye on that cam in the background, guys.
Brief touchdown.
Oh, he thinks we had a brief touchdown.
Looks like we had like crazy.
Kind of hard to tell. A little funnel on those right side. Maybe trying to form. There's some on the right side too. Yeah, this could be about to produce a tornado at any moment. This is near Madison, Nebraska.
All right, I'm gonna get out of the path here. We'll follow it like we usually chase. It's coming right at us and quick. If it plants one, I want to be able to get close, but safely. Picked the wrong road to do a little U-turn on.
Yeah, let's go talk about this on radar here real quick. Oops. Accidentally went back in Connor's stream. Let me fix that real quick. Sorry about that.
Everywhere.
Oops. There's the live button. There we go. Sorry about that. But yeah, look at that. That is a wall cloud and a half there. My goodness. That is a wall cloud and a half. That could drop a tornado at any moment. So let's go talk about it. This is over here in Nebraska. Yeah, weird that, not a whole lot of rotation is really showing up with that little area there in that part of the storm. But we might have, yeah, that's that second meso here. Yeah, okay. So that's that area most likely of that rotation. That's going very, very close here to Madison, Nebraska. Again, if you live in Madison, Nebraska, you need to be in your safe spots. This is a rotating wall cloud. There's no confirmed tornado on it just yet, but we're keeping a very close eye on it via the Storm Chasers feeds here. We will let you know if anything happens. And you can see it live. We go over to the radar here to look at Iowa. That has 2 tornadoes potentially on the ground. One is lifted, I think. The other one, we don't have a view on it, and PA Storm Tracker's stream has frozen. There's a funnel on Storm Owner Media's. Let me see. Man, look at those winds. Strong RFD with this storm as well. Man. I'm not seeing a funnel. Yeah, I'm not seeing a funnel, guys. Let me check a little bit further back. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is a little bit of a better view. Yeah, that was a bowl funnel. That was certainly a bowl funnel. Okay, so he was talking about a little bit earlier. Yeah, right here in the center. Look at that. Rapid rotation. This thing is looking like it might try again here in Nebraska. Look at that. You can just look at it and see and tell that it's rotating. Watch right there in the center. Man. That circulation over there to his right is pretty crazy. He might want to move, actually. Yeah, that's the latest on those storms. Latest on these storms. We don't have any new reports. I'm pretty sure the one that we were looking at was the one on the right. That one I don't think is on the ground still. We saw it lift here live on stream. Still keeping an eye on the cam. This is its current look on the camera, and as you can see, it might be a new developing funnel here. I can see it a little bit clearer than what you guys can see. Might be a new developing one. I'll keep an eye on it just in case it tries to actually reach down to the ground. It's hard to tell. We're a little bit far away from the storm, but I'm still keeping an eye on it. And in terms of this circulation over here, we don't have any new reports from there. Let me see if we can go back over to Pennsylvania storm trackers. Yeah, they're still struggling with service there. So yeah, that's kind of the deal here in Iowa. Pretty sure this one is lifted, and this one over here, not very sure. Check the bottom cam. The one all the way on the bottom near Lincoln. Is that a closer view? Oh man, look at Connor Croft's stream here. That's trying to touch down. That's a funnel. Look at that rotating. That is rotating quickly.
Come on, just do it.
This is near Madison. That's trying to drop.
Trying to drop.
That is about to drop to the ground here.
So close.
Holy crap, look at that motion. That's going to be a tornado. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, look at that funnel.
Wow.
Look at
That is a
funnel.
rapidly rotating funnel.
Big white funnel.
This is just to the west of Madison, Nebraska. Just to the west of Madison, Nebraska. No ground contact just yet. No, that was lightning.
Trying again.
Oh my goodness. Wow, look at that motion. That motion is insane. That thing is... Oh, it's trying. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh. I think that's on the ground. Yep, that's on the ground. Tornado on the ground here in Nebraska.
Brief, but it did it.
Oh, yeah, it touched down very briefly there. I don't think it's on the ground anymore. That was the quickest tornado I think I've ever seen. But man, look at that. It is still rotating like a top. It could try to drop again, or it might just dissipate. That might be on the ground. You could still be picking up debris.
There it goes.
And wow. Okay. It is gone.
Would have just condensed a little bit earlier. That would have been the most insane tornado of all time.
Holy crap.
If that could have just
That is insane. Again, that is here. That is here in Nebraska. And thankfully, that was dead center in the middle of the field, guys. Thankfully. But that is this storm here. It has the capability still to produce tornadoes here. So again, I still want Madison to be in their safe spots. Again, this isn't over Madison right now. It's getting closer though. And, you know, it's not on the ground anymore. It's not on the ground. It just dissipated almost instantly there. It was on the ground for maybe a millisecond. But, you know, if you live in Madison, it could try to drop another tornado eventually. So I definitely want you guys to continue to be in your safe spots. You don't want this thing to try again and drop a tornado right on top of you and you're not in your safe spot. So if you live in Madison, Nebraska, I would be in, you know, on the lowest floor of your house, as many walls in between you and the outside as humanly possible, a tornado shelter, or a basement that is underground. If you live in an RV, mobile home, or trailer, you need to be evacuating immediately and seeking sturdier shelter. That's what you need to be doing right now. As you can see with your own eyeballs, this thing does have the capability to produce brief tornadoes. That probably wasn't even a strong tornado at all. Pretty weak one, most likely. But it did drop. And the next one might not be as harmless. So please, Madison, Nebraska, please continue to be in your safe spots there. But wow, that was intense. That was intense. Let's come back over to here. Check back over here with with Iowa here, where we still have these two confirmed observed reports here. This one's pretty interesting over here. It's really latching on to kind of both of these boundaries at the same time. If any of them were going to try to produce another tornado, it would probably be this one north of Patterson, which we don't really have a view on. Let me see if Pennsylvania storm trackers, yeah, they still don't got a stream back up. Let me try doing a refresh. See if that helps. Yeah, the refresh helped. Don't know what happened there. Or this could be a replay right before they lost service. Might be a replay. Let me just watch for like 5 seconds here. 5, 4. Yeah, we'll keep them up. But yeah, they're in the area there in Iowa. They caught that last tornado that kind of prompted these tornado warnings here. And we're still trying to figure out. I know this one over here for a fact is not on the ground anymore. Little interesting view here, actually. There's something behind those trees here in Iowa. There's something behind those trees. I'm not sure if it's making contact with the ground, but it's a very low hanging cloud here that definitely has some motion. This is near Lincoln in Waukee. Let me see where Waukee is. Where is Waukee? Not sure where Waukee is, but oops, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually something there. Let me search and find where Waukee is. Waukee, Iowa. Might not even be over here. Yeah, so that would be looking at this part of that circulation from a distance. Man, that kind of looks like at least a funnel. Look at that. I can't tell though for sure. It's a little bit too far away, but that would not surprise me if that was something trying to happen back there. We'll keep an eye on it. If I get any better views of it that's like confirming that on the ground, I will let you guys know. I have it here in the background. But again, if you guys live in this area, here near Patterson, Churchville, Martinsdale, I'd still be in your safe spots. They still have the observe tag on these right now, but they're probably going to drop it here in a little bit. If I had to guess. Yeah, I think this is a farther away view of that same little feature. Yeah, and you can see quite clearly that that is not touching the ground. Okay, so this helps a lot. Yeah, you can see that's that little feature we're looking at on that other cam. The other cam is looking a little bit closer.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
It's looking a little bit closer, but it doesn't have any trees underneath it, so we can see quite clearly that is not on the ground at this moment. But yeah, we got a new tornado warning. This is now radar indicated. Now radar indicated. Yeah, I mean, it's been crazy up here in Iowa. I'll tell you what, we've had multiple tornadoes happen up here. This is kind of a little bit of a regional outbreak in this region. So again, if you live in these areas, just please continue to be in your safe spots. Just because there's nothing on the ground right now doesn't mean that we're not going to get another tornado. So please be in your safe spots until these tornado warnings expire. Yeah, Connor Croft's stream looks pretty ominous back in there, as those clouds are blocking out the sunlight. Let's come back over to here, check in on this storm that Connor Croft and Storm Motor Media is on. And yeah, we definitely have a developing circulation trying to happen back up in here. That is going pretty much about to go right over northern Madison. It's a little bit on the broad side, though. We do have some grays in between those reds and greens, but it does seem like it's trying to re-tighten up here. This could be that new mesocyclone forming on this storm, as this storm appears to be cycling at the moment. The bad thing about this one is that it's probably going to be rain wrapped, so if it does try to tighten up and drop a tornado, you're not going to be able to see it. Not really that you should be looking to see it, but yeah. This is what that storm looks like on the surface. Listening to Connor here for a little bit. But yeah. Definitely keeping an eye on that. Definitely keeping an eye on these storms. Let's actually try here really quick to get into at least Garrett's ear, who is Storm Owner Media, and see what his thoughts are. Hey, Garrett. Just checking in with you. What are you seeing there on the ground? And what are your thoughts going forward? See if we can get a response from him. He might not see it because he's probably in Connor's Zello right now. But I'll send him a text message. My phone is dead, so it'll be a little bit But yeah, I mean, definitely some broader circulation here north of Madison that could tighten up at any moment. So I still want Madison to be in their safe spots there. Let's come back over here. Yeah, so they let that observed tornado warning drop here. So now we have no confirmed tornadoes on the ground. Updating my title really quick. There we go. But yeah, watching the storm like a hawk. If this one were to form a tornado, that would be like right in this region here. And we still have a pretty good view of this storm. Let's see if we can get a new update from a little bit closer to it. Yeah. We have a decent view, but I'm not seeing any funnels, which is good news. Yeah, not seeing any new funnels with that area of the storm at this moment. We're keeping a close eye on it. If you live in Winterset, Iowa, you need to be in your safe spots. These storms in particular produced 2 tornadoes in the past couple of minutes, about 30 minutes ago. Check back over here. Some rotating storms earlier. Yeah, not too much rotation with that. Check out the view over Cedar Rapids. 70-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah, I mean, this storm really isn't rotating that much. Yeah, it's not really rotating too much, but we'll keep an eye on it. I'm sure if they get concerned about it, they will issue a tornado warning for it. Let me see here. There was somebody live near Cedar Rapids a while ago, but I can't find their YouTube channel. Waterloo, Iowa. Yeah, if you guys aren't in the path of this storm right now, you know you're not underneath a tornado warning, but there are still storms that are interacting with some boundaries. Here near like the Iowa City area, we do have a little area of circulation here, but it's not overly concerning at this moment south of Iowa City. But if you live near like West Liberty, Fruitland, I would be weather aware. I don't think the tornado threat is completely over with these storms just yet, but so I would definitely still be weather aware, be indoors and away from windows at this moment. But
A new
no
tornado
immediate
warning has been
tornado
issued.
threat there. All right, let's come back over here near Nebraska, where SkyDroneLIVE. Yeah, I searched on YouTube. I couldn't find it. Yeah, so they just issued a new tornado warning on this storm, and man, that circulation is trying to tighten up there near Madison. We had a camera in Madison. Let me go bring that back up here real quick. 1 second. We get like right up in the it's down. All right, the camera in Madison is down. So we do have storm intermediate in Connor Croft on this storm that is trying to reorganize here again, trying to bring back some tighter circulation. I mean, that's concerning circulation. That could drop a tornado at any moment. There, as long as if it tries to tighten up, then we're probably going to get a tornado out of this. So, if you live in Madison, over there near Creston, I'd be in your safe spots. The storm is still dangerous, still has that tornado potential with it as it pushes down to the south and east. Davenport is, I think, further down to the south and east, right? Where's Davenport? Oh, yeah, Davenport. Eventually, yeah, these storms are going to try to make it towards you, but they should miss you to your west. They're going to come close, but I don't think they're actually going to interact with you. Let's check back over here. Yeah, still not seeing, well, maybe a little area of circulation there just to the east of McBride still. Riding on that boundary still. We check to see if we have any new views of this storm. Yeah. Looks like the cameras that we did have are pretty far away from this thing right now, and might be able to find something with one of the traffic cams, maybe. Let me check in on that. South of Earlham wouldn't be a bad area to look if we can get a south-facing view. Yeah, I'm not seeing a south-facing view, unfortunately, on this storm on the traffic cam. So unless we get PA storm trackers back. Okay, they are back. They're fully back here. So yeah, if PA storm trackers gets, I think they're near this tornado warning. I'm not exactly sure where they are, but I'm assuming they're pretty close to this tornado warned storm because they were in the area not too long ago. So if another one does try to form, hopefully PA storm trackers will be on it. We'll be able to let you guys know with an on-the-ground view there. Yeah, the winter set still needs to be in their safe spots there in Iowa. Yeah, these ones are not going to be like the Greenfield tornadoes, guys. Again, these are going to be very weak tornadoes. They'll probably barely cause any damage. Be rated at max, and EF1 at max. I mean, these are about as weak as they get. They're like land spout tornadoes, which very rarely get rated anything higher than like an EF0. So they should stay relatively weak. But it's still worth being in your safe spots just in case you get one of those off chance kind of stronger land spout tornadoes. You DM'd me it? Okay, thank you. Yeah, nothing's happening in Cedar Rapids right now in terms of like dangerous rotation. Oops, accidentally went back in their stream. Or like funnels on the ground, but this is that view in the area. You can see that there's still definitely a storm nearby, but thankfully no funnels right now. I'll keep an eye on that as well in the background. Still waiting on the latest scan on the radar here. Yeah, a little bit tighter circulation here, just to the north of Madison, Nebraska. Still pushing down to the south and east, a little bit tighter. There, it might be even closer here to producing a tornado. So again, if you live south of Norfolk, I'd still be in your safe spots. This is still a dangerous storm. Again, this is over here, kind of like in the northeastern portion of Nebraska, north of Columbus and south of Norfolk. And Connor Cross got a